Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we'll recap the race card from Saturday, May 14. 11 races were on offer, including the feature event, the Lady Geeta Trophy. This was a 3-year-old and upgraded stakes event contested over 1,200 meters. Let's begin our highlights package with race 1 from Saturday. This was an optional claiming contest for thoroughbreds 3 years old and upwards. Lon Curlew's entry, Mr. Ambassador, as well as Victor Williams' Highly Blessed, were both non-starters. Omar Walker was a late replacement for the injured Dane Dawkins aboard the 12-horse Money Marshall.
They're all in and sent off immediately. Big Dream gets a good start in the center. Super Bolt racing near to us with Money Marshall. Mamacita is right against the stand fence, and Mamacita is disputing that lead. Super Bolt right alongside almost. Money Marshall now being switched toward the center. Over there and traveling strong at the moment, that's a Blue Attitude with Roger Hewitt as they drive past the quarter pole commissioner, and the all-white now begins to find top stride on the far side, and way over on the far side that is a Wojtek, but it is Super Bolt under the stands wanting that lead. So too Commissioner in between them, and asked to close up, that's Blue Attitude. The race should be decided here as they drive inside the final 16th toward the far side. Commissioner, Blue Attitude trying to run him down. Commissioner just gets there over Blue Attitude. Mamacita looks to be ahead of Queen Destiny, and Wojtek is 5th.
At odds of 5-1, Commissioner, ridden by terrific Tevin Foster, had a half-length victory over Blue Attitude. Commissioner's winning time going 800 meters was 48 3/5 of a second for native-bred 4-year-old and up maidens and untrieds. 9 faced the starter going 800 meters. Radesh Roman replaced Dane Dawkins aboard the even money favorite Joyful.
And we're ready for a start. This is race number 2. 800 meters straight, that's the trip. They're off and racing. Breaking towards the far side, that is Always Vigorous. Right in the middle, that's Joyful, tacking across and coming closer towards the stand fence. Just behind him, that is Blue Seas, right over on the far side, and running a big one, that's Dotlin. So they come towards the 2 furlong point on the course. It's Joyful might have the overall lead. Dotlin putting in a spirited challenge. Dotlin and Joyful. This is where the race lie at the moment. Also coming on, that's Blue Sea, but Joyful in front and looks to be in charge of race number 2. Joyful running a bit greenly, but still in charge. Joyful pulling away from these. Joyful will win by maybe 6 lengths. Blue Sea second. Dotlin holding on for third, just ahead of Reminiscent Bolo. Got tight for 5th between Always Vigorous and Curlin's Kawatha.
Joyful had a comfortable victory by 6.5 lengths. This for the jockey-trainer combination of Radesh Roman and Patrick Lynch that was responsible for last week's winning of the Portmore. The day's third event saw 9 entries competing over 1,300 meters. Gresford Smith's entry, Bruce Wayne, partnered by Panamanian rider Dick Cardenas, was a 3-5 favorite.
Field in 9. Immediately thereof, and Sir Puddington staggers out at the back. A poor start by Sir Puddington. My Mum just accompanies him, and these two share last as Thunderstrike leaves the 6. Out on a limb now, moving swiftly on the rail, and out on a limb grabs that lead from Thunderstrike in the white cap. Miss Linda Ray in the orange races on the rail. Bruce Wayne is next as they leave the 5. Just about 3.5 to 4 lengths separates that one. Sir Puddington making gains with Vampire Rejection in between horses. Just in behind those, Whatever, My Mum Just is further back, and last of all, it's Sparkling Tradition as they leave the half mile, about to arrive at the 7/16. Out on a limb guides them along by just over a length and a tail. Thunderstrike pumped hard to get on terms as they slip past the 3. Miss Linda Ray runs the rail. Vampire Rejection now asked to pick up on the outside, so Puddington runs the rail. Whatever in between horses. Bruce Wayne in the red cap out wide. My Mum Just is next, and Sparkle Tradition at the back. But this Out on a Limb continues to lead them a merry chase. Inside the final quarter, it is Out on a Limb with the advantage under the right-hand stick. Thunderstrike is in the center in the blue, and Miss Linda Ray in the orange on the extreme outside. They're inside the final furlong and charging toward the last 16th, and it is Out on a Limb and Andre Powell in complete control. An act of God will have to stop this one. God does not act, and Out on a Limb wins by 5 or more. Miss Linda Ray second, Thunderstrike third, so Puddington fourth. Whatever is fifth.
The Kingsley Davis conditioned Out on a Limb landed the day's third event. Out on a Limb won in a time of 1 minute, 22 and 2/5 of a second, going 1300 meters. The fourth event saw Tevin Foster chasing an early double. He was aboard Ryan Darby's Cold Pursuit. This was another 9-horse field. This time they raced over 1400 meters.
They're off. Ajita, above Hall Links, and Lord of Ajalon are the slow starters as they make their way to the 6, and Colbert sets the fractions by 2 lengths. Ajita now beginning to make gains as they go past the 6, 2.5 lengths back to Dee's Choice, followed closely by Cold Pursuit in the red. Above Hall Links has made some progress after the poor beginning. Bold Sammy on the outside, filling the sandwich, that's the grey Shaboom, and Lord of Ajalon the other grey at the back. But they run toward the half mile. They're almost there and about to enter the turn for home. And Colbert continues to lead, rated on it, just about 2 lengths in front. Ajita continues the chase, 6 lengths back to Dee's Choice, racing ahead of Cold Pursuit. Above Hall Links under the pump and asked to make gains, beginning to do so mildly. Bold Sammy is left a length in behind as they leave the 3. Lord of Ajalon now making progress, and Shaboom at the back of the field. They leave the 5/16th, they're coming into the lane, and Colbert attempts to go all the way, but Ajita will have none of it and attacks on the outside. It's Colbert and Ajita up front. Dee's Choice now forming the line of 3 and racing wide. Cold Pursuit is in behind and asks for every effort by the rider, but Dee's Choice now takes charge. A furlong to run. It is Dee's Choice and O'Shane Nugent beginning to pour it on. Dee's Choice opening up the gap. Cold Pursuit is chasing, but all in vain. It's all over. Dee's Choice wins effortlessly and easily in the end by maybe 6 over Cold Pursuit. Ajita, it's tight. Lord of Ajalon looks to be 4th. Colbert is 5th.
Dee's Choice made light work of the field to win by 6.5 lengths for trainer Alfred Brown and apprentice O'Shane Nugent. Cold Pursuit, Ajita, Lord of Ajalon and Colbert were the top 5 finishers. The day's 5th event was for low-level claimers. Pure Heart and Powerful Red were joint favourites. A field of 10 competed over 1200 meters.
Now he is ready for a start off in racing. Lady Budget steps slowly, and also Reasons and a Coat of Arms as they blast past the 5.5 and making the running. It's Pure Heart going past the 5. Pure Heart in front of Sacrifice. Then comes Nasdaq Princess racing in third, right against the rail. And coming on, that's Movie Star. Then behind the Movie Star, they pass the 4. That's Powerful Red. Then comes Indy Arazi. Recovering, that's Lady Budget, Coat of Arms, and tailing off badly, maybe pulling up, that's Reason. They head toward the 2.5 furlong point on the course, and it is bowling along in front. It is Pure Heart with that lead, maybe 6 lengths, a tearaway lead. Pure Heart in front, and maybe it's saying to them, catch me if you can. Coming on the outside, that's Nasdaq Princess right against the rail. Sacrifice, but this Pure Heart is turning along at the furlong and a half pole. Pure Heart in front, maybe 8 lengths. Lady Budget, who got that bad start, begins to rally on the outside. Also coming on, that's Powerful Red, but Pure Heart is in front and large and in charge in this, the 5th. Pure Heart in front and looks to have this one all won. It's pitcher time as Pure Heart poses for the pitcher. Pure Heart wins. It's very tight between Powerful Red and Coat of Arms. Then comes the Lady Budget and India Razi.
Pure Heart, trained by Dennis Bryce and ridden by apprentice Yuval Pinnock, blitzed the field to win by 12.5 lengths. Pure Heart's winning time was logged at 1 minute, 18 seconds flat, going 1200 meters. It's now time for a break on the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. On the other side, we'll recap the remaining races on the card from Saturday, May 14. This included the day's feature, the Lady Geeta Trophy. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In the second half of our presentation, we'll recap races 6 to 11. This included the day's feature, the Lady Geeta Trophy, which included the 2020 Derby champion, King Arthur. Let's restart our highlights package with race 6. Jockey Andrew Powell was a replacement for the injured Dane Dawkins aboard Winchester Macintosh's Irish Whiskey.
They're off. King Anthony, Chromatica the slowest to escape the confines of the gate as Tequila Blue dashes away wanting that lead. Traditional Boy under our drive is going in pursuit. The Good Life also chasing them near the rail. Silverstein coupling up near the fence as they make their way now toward the final half mile. Pareza has made good progress, only 4 lengths off that lead. He got opportunity making ground with Letters in Gold. Diamond Star racing out wide. Watch Falkland picking his way against the fence and improving as they leave the 7/16. Diamond Star on the outside of Hijo Primero slotted in between runners. Big Man Biden is hugging the fence. King Anthony has overtaken one. Avenging Angel. Chromatica is next, and Irish Whiskey has been pulled up. They're coming into the lane. They leave the 5/16th behind them. They're into it now, and it is Tequila Blue who has the lead in the center of runners. Silverstein in the green with a white cap now trying to close in behind him. Traditional Boy, the Good Life, they're on the far side, scraping the rail over there too. That's Falkland. Big Man Biden hunting a path between horses, but it is Tequila Blue at the furlong pole who continues to fight them off. Tequila Blue by 2 lengths inside the final 16th. Tequila Blue beginning to accelerate. King Anthony now beginning to close over against the rail. Letters in Gold wide, but it's all Tequila Blue beating King Anthony. Then Letters in Gold, the Good Life. It's tight. Legal Opportunity, Hijo Primero, they've gone by together with possibly Avenging Angel on the far side.
At odds of 7-2, Tequila Blue was the toast of the 6th event. Winning by 1 1/4 length, Tequila Blue posted 1 minute 16 seconds flat, going 1200 meters. Tevin Foster managing to secure the victory aboard the Anthony Subrati entry. Race 7 was Division 1 of a native-bred 3-year-old event for maidens and untrieds going 1100 meters. The event had 11 entries.
They're off. First start. The head cornerstone is left at the back with J.J. King as the leaders now make their way toward the half mile. Sergeant Charge picks it up from Northern Lady running the fence. A head separates them. Gracefully Made is there. The Exodus right on the outside. These 4 bunched as they make their way passing the half mile. A gap of 5 to Sir Tajay, joined by Flight Time, who now begins to make ground. Solid races 3 lengths in behind them. A gap to Sir Ragbar Bappy. The head cornerstone asked to recover toward the back of the field as they leave the 3. Followed up by Don Vincenzo. Then J.J. King trails. The leaders are coming into the lane. They're into it now, 1/4 mile to go. Gracefully Made on the inside. Right alongside. That's the Exodus. Here is Flight Time now beginning to sprout wings on the outside, but these 3 charge away toward the furlong pole, and Flight Time now comes with that lead. Gracefully Made is on the rail. The Exodus left in behind them. Here is Sir Tajay in the green silks running wide, but it is Flight Time and Andre Martin. They hold the lead inside the final 16th. It's a 3-length advantage, and they'll keep it to the line. Flight Time impressive in the end. Beats Sir Tajay. It's tight. Could be the head cornerstone, close in behind, between Salud on the outside and Gracefully Made on the rail.
Following a steward's inquiry, horse number 6, Flight Time, who was first past the post, was disqualified and placed 4th. The final placing saw Sir Tajay being awarded the victory, followed by D Head Cornerstone, Salud, Flight Time and Gracefully Made. Race 8 was a hotly contested overnight allowance event for thoroughbreds 3 years old and upwards. Jason DaCosta's entry, Billy Wiz, partnered by Anthony Thomas, was a 3-5 favorite.
And we're ready for a start. They're off in racing. Gambler steps slowly and left at the back. Santorini also. As they head towards the mile pole, it is right against the rail. That is Billy Wiz, just the leader. Supreme Soul is also early. So Supreme Soul passing the 7th furlong with that lead. Supreme Soul in front. Billy Wiz trackled back into 2nd. Right there in 3rd, that is Atlantic Blue. As Laban is racing in 4th. Then comes 4 lengths away before we come to Santorini recovering. Also there's the stable companion Burn Notice, Uncle Frank, and 4 lengths away to Gambler racing at the back. They turn over on the backstretch and head toward the 5 furlong point, and it is making the running. Supreme Soul bouncing easily on that lead. Billy Wiz sitting chilly right against the rail. Laban rushing down into 3rd. Atlantic Blue backing out, racing in fourth, passing the fourth. Then comes the pair of Santorini and Burn Notice, 3 lengths away before we come to Gambler recovering, and Uncle Frank backing out of it as they go past the 3 furlong point on the course. Billy Wiz now assumes the lead and kicks away by 3 lengths. Laban scenting chase in earnest, fading out of it a bit. That is Supreme Soul. Running on from behind, that is Santorini. It is Billy Wiz at the top of the lane. Watch Laban coming forward. Billy Wiz in front. Laban is right there too. Santorini kicking into gear on the outside. Billy Wiz keeps on rolling at the furlong pole. It's Billy Wiz. Laban and Santorini has no answers. Billy Wiz begins to get out of the grass, but here comes Santorini with a last-ditch effort. It's Billy Wiz in front, and Billy Wiz keeping on strongly. Billy Wiz wins this one. Santorini is second. Laban is third. Supreme Soul might be fourth, and Burn Notice in fifth.
Awesome Anthony Thomas aboard Billy Wiz was the winning combination in the 8th event. Billy Wiz completed the 1800-meter trip in 1 minute 52 and 1/5 of a second. The 9th event was Division 2 for native-bred 3-year-old maidens and untrieds, going 1100 meters. Radish Roman replaced Dane Dawkins aboard the 5-horse, the Pulse.
They're off. This Khaleesi came out a long way in behind horses, giving away any hope at this stage. As they go charging down the backstretch, they leave the 5, and Unruly Dude leads up. Monaco going in chase, a length and a half separates them. Josh racing on the outside of the Pulse. Awesome Prince is racing next. King Air now beginning to overtake on the outside. Just Move In is left in behind him down against the rail. Alexa's Secret is making some late progress, and Miss Khaleesi at the back. But the strung out field arrive at the 3. It's Unruly Dude, pressed now by a Monaco, who needs to find a length and a piece as they arrive at the 5/16th. Watch Josh now wound up for his run, and he will come into the lane out wide, but they're into it now, a quarter of a mile to race, and it is Unruly Dude who continues to lead them up inside the final 3/16th. The rider pulling out the stick in the right hand. It's Unruly Dude, a quick change of hold, and this Unruly Dude maintains the advantage. Josh needs to find 4 or more and is chasing, but with a 16th to run, it is Unruly Dude and Robert Hallidine. They have a 4 to 5 length lead and keep it to the line, winning easily in the end over Josh, then Awesome Prince. Finishing 4th, Alexa's Secret. Monaco is 5th.
Dennis Price's Unruly Dude, ridden by Robert Hardball Hallidine, secured Division 2 for native-bred 3-year-old maidens and untrieds. Josh, Awesome Prince, Alexa's Secret, and Monaco were the top 5 finishers. Up next was the day's feature, the Lady Geeta Trophy. This was a 3-year-old and upgraded stakes race contested over 1200 meters. Robert Hallidine replaced Dane Dawkins aboard Gary Subrati's Duke, which was sent off as an even money favorite. Ian Prasad's Double Crown was a late non-starter.
Starter holds them. Now they're off for the Lady Geeta. Hovercraft comes out at the back. A battle up front with Lure of Lucy winning it. King Arthur settled in second. The Duke is just in between horses. There goes Father Patrick in the yellow and green, rushing down on the outside and making gains on Lure of Lucy. Eagle One races just 4.5 lengths off that lead, and Hovercraft has a mountain to climb as they arrive at the half mile and run the turn. They're approaching the final 7/16th, and Father Patrick has now taken charge under O'Shea Nugent. He's looking for his second win as they slip past the 3. Lure of Lucy is left 2.5 lengths back and chasing. Duke wound up now begins to make ground. King Arthur is in a handy spot if good enough toward the outside. That's Eagle One, and a long way back to Hovercraft, hopeless as Father Patrick is in the lane with that lead. Lure of Lucy now left back in second. Here is Duke the Grey kicking in on the outside as expected, and Duke now snatches a slim lead over against the rail. That is King Arthur and Omar Walker now beginning to come at them. It is Duke. King Arthur bursting through, and King Arthur now takes charge inside the final 16th. It is King Arthur in the Lady Geeta Trophy. King Arthur running away from them and scores easily in the end by 4 or more over Duke. Then Lure of Lucy. Eagle One has finished in 4th.
A splendid win for the 2020 Derby champion, King Arthur. 4.5 lengths was the winning margin for King Arthur, who was partnered by 6-time champion rider Omar Walker. The winning time was clocked at 1 minute 12 and 1/5 of a second. The day's final event saw Juvenile Patterson replacing Dane Dawkins aboard Alexa's Dream. Artesia was sent off as a 9-5 favorite.
They're off. Perfect start. Awesome choice though. Drops back quickly along with Tina's account. Aphelios the Grey once that lead goes for it. Alexa's Dream now moving through, and Alexa's Dream gets it as they go slipping past the 5. Artesia running the rail ahead of Aphelios, dropping back into third. Old King Cole is on the outside, asked to pick up. King's Magician races up next. Heart of the Sea is the one running the rail as the leaders have left the half mile. Silver Fox is tucked in between horses. Sensational ending out wide. The Genesis is 4 further lengths that way. Buff Bay racing on the inside of that one. Then Catalina. A break back to Tina's account, and Awesome Choice trailing. They're arriving at the final 5/16th, about to come into the lane, and it's Alexa's Dream in charge at the top of it. Artesia trying to close up. Aphelios is the Grey over against the rail. Old King Cole is in the center now, asks for more run, and King's Magician on the extreme outside. It is Alexa's Dream who holds that lead. Artesia moving fluently down against the rail. Old King Cole in the center plugging away. Aphelios not going to win from there, but it is still Alexa's Dream inside the final 16th. Alexa's Dream and Juvenile Patterson holding them all off to win it by maybe 4 in the end over Artesia. Then Old King Cole, Aphelios, Buff Bay is 5th.
Juvenile Patterson aboard the chance ride Alexa's Dream was a comfortable winner in the 11th and final event. Artesia came home second, followed by Old King Cole, Aphelios and Buff Bay. As we recap another thrilling weekend of racing, it was highlighted by the crowning moment of King Arthur in the Lady Geeta Trophy. In addition to saddling King Arthur, Jason DaCosta secured another victory on the day after Billy Wiss landed the 8th event. Jockey Tevin Foster was the most successful rider on the day, winning aboard Commission in the day's opener and Tequila Blue in the 6th event. Well, this has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. I'll see you next time.
Look at them.